host tonight, Barry Holland, along with pro wrestling personality and expert, Steve Rickard. In this program of World Pro Wrestling, 3 more elimination bouts for the TV Championship. Lars Anderson is still running hot about Steve Rickard, and tonight he meets Steve's son, Tony, while Steve will meet the winner of our first encounter between Zar the Mongolian and Ali Tuhinga of Rarotonga. Ali Tuhinga in the green shorts. No mistaking, Zar the Mongolian, the world powerlifting champion. He's a strong man, all muscle. So I did say Ali Tuhinga from Rarotonga. In fact, originally I was from Niue, I do believe. Our man from the Pacific. Pretty daunting sort of a task to be up such a big and such a strong man as Zar the Mongolian. Throws him off and just, well, it seems so easy, doesn't it? But quickly back, Ali Tuhinga. Locked together. Twists Zar around. Got that arm lock on him. He's left and thrown awkwardly to the canvas by the Mongolian. This is our 4th elimination bout for the TV Championship belt. Heavy fist to the chest. But he's on the rope, so he'll have to break. Jack Kendall giving the count for the break. As Ali Tuhinga stays on the ropes, back comes Zar the Mongolian. That knee into the stomach. And more fist work on the chest. Wear down. The man from the Pacific, Ali Tuhinga. He's playing that count right to the end as Zar the Mongolian, as he keeps Tuhinga on the ropes. Back again for the same sort of thing, though. Neck across the ropes. Turn that neck across the rope. Another knee into the stomach. Now he gets him on the rope. Swing across into the other turnbuckle. And back in goes that knee. Now, normally that'd be heavy enough and nasty enough, a knee going in like that. From such a man as Zar the Mongolian, from such a heavyweight, he'd feel that one. Well, he's playing with him. Zar the Mongolian is playing with Ali Tuhinga. Jack Kendall watching closely. Tuhinga's on the ropes. Break. Comes the Mongolian to get a little frustrated with Jack Kendall, referee, but Kendall, of course, doing the right thing. He's on the ropes. They have to break. Ali Tuhinga, all sorts of trouble. It's elimination bout for the TV belt. Leading him back over the ropes again with more knee into the stomach. The referee once again calls for the break. Well, it looks as though he wants to throw him out here. What's he going to do? Now, he's dropped him inside. Jack Kendall extricating Ali Tuhinga from the rope. Zar the Mongolian hasn't even warmed up yet as he crashes Ali Tuhinga to the canvas. Ali Tuhinga, a little fight back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a nasty twist around the ropes by Zar the Mongolian. Oh, a heavy one. And Ali Tuhinga. Crowd giving Ali the encouragement they can. Oh, this is interesting. Oh, and a heavy one on the back as he looks like the Boston Crab. And yes, down heavily onto the small of the back. And Ali Tuhinga and the Boston Crab applied. There goes the bell, and it's a win to Zar the Mongolian. Well, the 18-stone Niue Islander was really up against it when he met Zar the Mongolian in this elimination bout. He really was no match for this world powerlifting champion as the Mongolian put him into the ropes for the umpteenth time, and then it was down to the canvas, and it was only just a matter of time before the Mongolian applied a hold and got the winning fall to canvas. Match 2 in the championship, and Tony Rickard, you'll notice with a lot more beef, weighing in over 200 pounds now, meets Lars Anderson of the USA. Lars Anderson and Tony Rickard. They've each had 1 bout each in the eliminations for the TV championship. Lars Anderson taking his left hand, looking around. Not keeping his eye on the ball, as they say. Well, we saw last week Tony Rickard having a win as he came back into the ring. Looking a lot better, weighing a lot more, he's stronger and more experienced. A knee to the head of Tony Rickard. He gets a fist in the face this time. Lars Anderson saying, don't fool around with me. Another fist to the side of the neck. Rickard comes back. Anderson into the turnbuckle. Crowd number. There's Steve Rickard doing what any dad would do, the side of the ring, giving advice to his son Tony. Advice to Tony Rickard. Now, Lars Anderson doing a little too much talking to Steve Rickard, getting caught unawares in the youthfulness and the surprise of Tony Rickard is looking out so far. Oh, heavy one. Anything Tony Rickard does, the crowd loves. Nice one by Lars Anderson. Back comes Tony Rickard. Quickly to his feet. What's he going to do now? Where's Rickard round? Back comes Tony Rickard. He seems to laugh. What to do? You'll notice there he very cunningly slid to the ropes so that the break had to be called for. Steve Rickard. Dad, talking to son, urging him on. Don't give up now. You're doing well. Lars Anderson is thrown back and... No, yes! A nice twist. Well, we can see that experience showing through now, that from the overseas trips that he has done with his father, and Tony Rickard doing a lot more than we ever saw him do about 15 months ago here in World Pro Wrestling. Nice one again, using those ropes. Breaks, giving him no time. Back comes Tony Rickard, but Lars Anderson looking as though he might just have had enough of this young lad. Lars Anderson now locking Tony Rickard in. Steve wondering what advice he can give Tony Rickard at this stage. Referee cautioning Lars Anderson. There's a lot of talking this time. Rickard goes ropes. Using a bit of cunning on Lars Anderson that time to get some of his own medicine. Now twist, Rickard trying to get out of that one. It's interesting work by Tony Rickard. He's up on his feet and he's done the reverse to Lars Anderson. Anderson goes for that rope again. Now the break had to be called for. Man, Lars Anderson's been around a lot longer. Well, knows a lot more of the right things to do when it comes to pro wrestling. Heavy fist work now. Tony Rickard, first time I've seen him do anything like that. And heavily over the somersault on Lars Anderson. Lars saying no, the crowd saying yes. Tony Rickard listens to them as the foot goes in on the chest of Anderson. He hugs those ropes. And in comes another foot from Tony Rickard. Now referee calling for the break. Tony Rickard unrelenting, getting plenty Well, it's a mighty interesting match, this one. I think one could reasonably have expected it to end a lot sooner than this. Someone as powerful as Lars Anderson up against Tony Rickard, but he's really showing his level of late. Tony Rickard back with his leg into Lars Anderson. They're trying again. The front kick. Back comes Anderson. Heavy shoulder to the back of Tony Rickard. Now the foot goes in. Working on the thigh this time. Tony Rickard, what's going to happen here? Is he going to try his figure four? Looks as though he is. If he tries this, Rickard will never get out of it. There's the figure four. And as I said before, they don't come out of this one. He locks his opponent's in. But Rickard is not giving in. Jack Kendall saying, give in, give in. He says, no, I won't give in. I think his partner would like him to give in as well. Rickard is not giving in. He's a fighter. This boy is a fighter. He won't get out of it. He should give in. I think Steve would like him to give in as well. Rickard is not giving in. Amazing. So Lars Anderson is just holding on. Consuming no energy whatsoever. Give up. Give up. Tony Rickard is not giving in. Jack Kendall asks again. No, I'm not giving up. Lars Anderson applies that pressure even more. Come on, says Steve. There's his Rickard up. Keep trying. And the pressure running. And Tony Rickard tries to break out of this figure four. Crowd egging Tony Rickard on. But there's going to be no avail. Now he's on the ropes. He's on the ropes, so Jack Kendall has to call for the break. He has to call for the break. Well, that's amazing. It will be the only way you get out of the figure four from Lars Anderson. Tony Rickard on the road. Back comes Lars Anderson. What happens now? It goes on, but it looks as though Tony Rickard might just have held on for too long. It looks as though he has no strength left in those legs whatsoever. Father urges them on. Back comes Lars Anderson, niggling away at those legs. Now, I would say that it looks as though Tony Rickard has just spent too long in that figure four. Jack Kendall's now querying him. Well, well, well. Came out of it. Came out of it. That was amazing. But in the end, it looks as though all that energy that he used to try and break that figure four hold has told. Tony Rickard looking a little distraught. Unable to get that strength back quickly in those legs. Well, Jack Kendall's keeping Lars Anderson back. He's staying back, and that's it. Looks as though Jack Kendall has declared that Lars Anderson is the winner. What is this? Why would he do that? He wants to make Rickard give in. Surely the man knows he's won. Robert and Steve. The boot goes in from Steve. Rickard's had it up. He's wild, and who can blame him? His son was fairly and squarely beaten. Why should the man go back to Tony Rickard? But Steve Rickard is in sin. Over the rope goes Anderson. Back. Jack Kendall trying to break it up. Crowd egging Rickard on. Yes, yes, they say. There's the hand of Lars Anderson again. And as Steve Rickard tends his son, Jack Kendall says it's all over. And Lars Anderson is considered the winner. Now there's the Mongolian coming to the ring to have a go, but it looks as though he's not, and it looks as though he might have been laughing at Steve and Tony. Once again, we saw here a great performance like last week from Tony Rickard. But in the end, it was the strength and the cunning and the knowledge and the experience of Lars Anderson that really told. Here it's after Tony has actually broken from the famous figure four of Lars Anderson, and then remains in the corner, could not use those legs again. But back came Lars Anderson to then really give the treatment with his figure 4 hold. Now, why he did this, I'll never know. But watch Steve Rickard. In the ring he comes. He's incensed. Gets the foot into the side of Lars Anderson. He's had enough. Lars Anderson breaks his figure 4. Tony Rickard rolls to the side, and in comes Steve with the fists to the chest. Back goes Lars Anderson. He's not giving up. Jack Kendall tries to push him away. But Steve Rickard has had enough. He saw his son go down, well and truly beaten. And in the end, he gave up. Why did this man, Lars Anderson, come back and have another go? Now it's Steve's turn into the ring to take on the winner of our first elimination bout. Zar the Mongolian. Oh! Wow, this is unbelievable. Steve Rickard is still hopping mad at Zar the Mongolian. Oh, I did say. Oh, and he's trying to get the ring. What a sensational start. Well, I thought that Zar the Mongolian was laughing at the fact that Tony Rickard had been beaten and had been worked on by Lars Anderson. It looks as though that's really incensed Steve Rickard. He's absolutely fired up. In fact, I don't think he can believe it himself. Zar, winner of tonight's first bout, he's got a lather up, and so is Steve after that, coming to the ring and working on Lars Anderson. Everyone at the back of the neck from Steve Rickard. More fists this time to the front of the neck. Back comes Lars, Zar the Mongolian. And those fisticuffs between the both. One then the other. There's a heavy quick succession once. To the top of the neck up. Zar. Oh, it's like a rusty gate. And the sleeper already. The sleeper already. They've only just got warmed up. Could be all over already. Zar the Mongolian, he's twisting, he's fighting it. Specialty is Steve Rickard, the sleeper. I think the crowd are worked up to a bit of a lather here too. The way Steve Rickard started this one off, and it looks as though he's successfully applied the sleeper again, and there it is. Well, well, well. How quickly all that came upon the world powerlifting champion, Zar the Mongolian. Now he's not breaking. Rickard is not breaking. He's still mad. Jack Kendall is beckoning him to break the sleeper hold. Now, as we all know, it's not the sort of hold you want to hang on to and hang on to. Zar has got no fight whatsoever. Sleeper hold's been applied. And Jack Kendall cannot break. He cannot break Steve Rickard. I've never seen Steve Rickard this mad. He's still mad. He still needs Jack Kendall to tell him to stand back. Now he'll be foolish to come and do anything else. Now we see Brother Gordon here. Brother Gordon tending to Zar. Steve Rickard just holding back. Jack Kendall telling Gordon to get out of the ring. Jack Kendall dealing with Gore and keeping him away. Meanwhile, Steve Rickard, he looks to be still hopping, man. I've never really seen him go like this. Zar looks so he's still out for the count. Quite excited. There's someone up on their feet as Steve Rickard leaves the ring. Gore comes back in to talk to referee Jack Kendall. I think he's sort of saying that wasn't fair at all. And that Rickard should possibly be disqualified, but it looks as though it's a win, now this time round, to Steve Rickard. Well, there goes the Mongolian, and I wonder how quickly he'll recover from that one from Steve Rickard. This was an amazing match, first because Steve Rickard was so fired up. And the other thing, for the shortness of the match, these two powerful men, could have been expected to fight on for quite a while. But it was all over in no time flat as Steve Rickard took Zar the Mongolian down. It is now famous sleeper hold. There was a fight put up by Zar the Mongolian, but not for very long. It wasn't long till Jack Kendall checked Zar out and then checked the arms and found that there was no life left in them. But the real thing was Steve Rickard kept on. Now, this is terribly dangerous to hold on to the sleeper hold, but he kept on and on, despite the beckoning of the referee, Jack Cadwell.
Lars, you must be pretty hot about the Rickard's ringside interference.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I don't like anybody interfering with my matches. Rickard, you got involved in my business. But I'll tell you one thing, Tony Rickard, listen very carefully. The next time you ever get near me, close enough where I can grab your scrawny neck, I'm going to slap the figure 4 on your leg, and I'm going to crack your leg, put you out of the sport of wrestling. And you, Steve Rickard, it doesn't matter where it is. But remember one thing. Remember that kid in Hamilton, that farm boy that came prowling in the ring and wanted to wrestle me and walked out with a broken nose, was dragged out with a broken shoulder? Well, the same thing's going to happen to you. Doesn't matter where it is, Steve Rickard. Your leg is going to go, the figure 4 is going on you, and your leg is going, and you're going directly to the hospital.
You sound pretty hot about it. You must be serious.
Serious is not the word. Serious is not the word. Rickard, it is just starting. The wrestling wars of New Zealand and the South Pacific are just starting, and you're going to be the victim.
Well, it seems there's certainly no love lost between Anderson and the Rickards. And Anderson continues to offer challenges to Steve, even though Anderson has never beaten Steve, even when he had that great chance in the Commonwealth title. Well, I think you'd agree it's sad to see a Commonwealth title bout end this way. Both wrestlers had it in the bag at one stage. Steve Rickard had the sleeper hold on, and also Lars Anderson had the figure of 4, as you see, being applied here. The figure 4 being applied. Then you see what happens is Tony Rickard goes into the ring and puts the foot in the chest of Lars Anderson, and obviously he has to break the figure 4. It allows Steve to get out. The referee puts Tony Rickard out. The referee comes in now, tries to break it up, and is unable to do so as the fists fly in both directions from these two. And from this point, and because of this, the referee's arms wave around. He now declares it a double disqualification. And so both wrestlers miss out on the chances they had, very real chances they had, of one, Steve Rickard holding the title, and then in the case of Lars Anderson having Tony Rickard come in to completely foul up his chance of taking the title, the Commonwealth title, off Steve Rickard. Next week, the final elimination bout for the TV Championship. Join me then.